Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Jason from Straight Edge Knives. Hey, coming at you today with another review. Actually, I'm going to be probably dropping 2 reviews today, but we'll talk about the other one later when you watch that video. Got back from Blade Show West a couple of days ago. Before that, I was at Aftershock and in Sacramento, and I'm telling you what, guys, I'm tired. My throat shot out from yelling at the concert and talking at Blade Show West. I'm just But I had to get out here today and get some reviews done, because that's what you subscribe to the channel for, some reviews, and that's what I'm going to bring you today. And so today what we have is the Exodus 4 from Exodus Knife and Tool. So Jacob Peterson over there at Exodus Knife and Tool designed this blade, and he had White River Knife and Tool make it for him. So this one is the Exodus 4, or aka the Jackalope. So on White River Knife and Tool, it's called the Exodus 4. If you go to the Exodus Knife and Tool webpage, it'll be listed as a Jackalope. So I'm not sure why it is the way it is, but it's okay. It's fine. They're both the same blade, right? There's multiple variations or color combinations of this blade. There's like a high visibility one where it's got like bright orange and stuff like that. So if you're a hunter, you drop your blade, you don't lose it. They have some kind of just regular stonewash looking colors. And then they have this one, which is the No Viz, which is very blacked out, more tactical style blade. First off, I'm gonna tell you, I love the packaging. This is super cool. I mean, it's a very nice wood box. I mean, it's stably. I mean, it's nice. Most of the time, you don't get a wood box with your knife, right? But it's very cool. It's just solid, cool little box. This top slides open. You can take that, set that off to the side. Guess if you needed to, you could use that to make kindling, but you destroy your box. What you're going to get in the box is you're going to get a sticker, Exodus Knife and Tool sticker, and then you have this kind of warranty proof of purchase card, if you will. It says Exodus 4, and it gives you some of the specs on here, which I have the specs in my book. We'll go over those real quick, but I'll tell you what it says on here. It says blade length 3.88 inches, overall 8.5 inches. Blade steel is S35VN. The hardness is 59 to 60. The handle color, or blade color too, as well, I would say, is the No Viz, and it has a Kydex sheath. They have you're not 100% satisfied with this knife, send it back for repair or replacement. That's kind of their warranty, and it has like all of White River Knife and Tools info on there. So if you had an issue or something like that, you could always contact them, since they make the knife. They do also sell these on their website. You can either buy it through Exodus Knife and Tool or White River. So. But I got mine from the designer himself, and thank you, Jacob. I appreciate that. And again, even though he sent me this blade, this is my honest opinion and review. If I did not like this, I would not even be doing this video. So I'll tell you that right now. But sorry, almost forgot. Has this nice foam insert that kind of goes over the top. Then you got your blade, and then there's another foam insert in there to help protect the blade. So I really like the packaging. I think it's cool. It'd be nice to see a lot of more companies do that. When you open up the box, you're going to get this very nice Kydex sheath with a beta loop. And there you have the blade. And I will be flipping the camera around so you guys can get a better look at the blade. But it's got a nice little thumb ramp on here. There's no real rattle. The blade's in there very secure. Got positive click. You can hear that nice click retention. Pop it off. Very cool. You can take the beta loop off, and it's got enough holes and things so you could do whatever type of mounting options you want. Go with like the Ulti-Clip or the Concealed Concepts, or put a Kydex or a Tech Lock. That's up to your imagination. You know what I mean? So we're gonna set that down the side. But here it is, guys. Here's this blade. Now, this is a very minimalistic blade, in my opinion. Looking at it, there's no fanciness to it, no thrills, no frills, whatever you want to call it. But damn it, this thing works. I did get a chance to do one little video, and I'm going to do this again at the end of the video. But I cut through some frozen beef skin and fat with this thing, no problem. I mean, and the way this handle is set up, it's just, no matter how you rotate this thing in your hand. So if you got to do like that kind of reverse grip, pulling towards you, pushing away, you may even have to come down, like cut down like this. I don't know. No matter how you hold this knife, it feels good. Like it's there, you know, it's there. It's not going anywhere. It's just, it feels really good. This is just a super comfortable all around handle, no matter which way you hold it. You could put your thumb on the back, you could put your finger on the back, you could pinch up if you need to. You can even, I don't even know if you would do this, but you can rest your thumb off the side of the handle scale here. It's just, no matter how I rotate the knife in my hand, I feel like I have a very solid positive grip. I don't feel like I have any hot spots in my hand. So, I mean, it's, even though it's like a simplistic, minimalistic design, it's going to function. And that's really, at the end of the day, what you want, right? You want your knife to function. Let me go over a couple of the other specs in here. I got my little cheat sheet book here. I wrote the stuff down on. It's 3.5 ounces. We went over the blade length, the overall length. The blade thickness is 0.130. And there you go. Yeah, that was the only other things they didn't put on that little card. But I mean, this thing is just slick, man. It's just, you can carry this all day, every day. It's very light, even with the sheath. It's just very minimalistic. You can come over the top, put your thumb right here. There's a slight slant here, so it's very nice because your thumb will rest right over the top, and then you can come in here, do your stabs. See that tip? No damage to the tip. And I don't know, I'm going to try to see if you can see that there, but I mean, it's got enough beef behind the tip that it's very, very positive. Let's get into our testing, man. You guys know I like stabbing these catalogs, seeing how far. This is a thicker one for sure. Obviously, you can see there. But let's get into this. I'm gonna flip this around. I'm gonna go. So it didn't go all the way through, but it definitely went about halfway through. I don't know if you can see the tip of the blade right there where my finger is, but it went halfway through. Let's give it a couple more stabs. Open it back up. Yeah, about halfway through again. The tip's right there. So same. Nice. Now I just threw the blade out of the catalog there. Pick that up, guys. There you go. Well, look at, let's check it out. I dropped it on some concrete. So let's see. I don't know if it hit the tip, but the tip is straight. Everything looks good there. Yeah, no damage or nothing. One thing I thought was pretty cool, and I asked Jacob about this, was when I got the blade, there was the handle, it's micarta, but it had this like weird texture to it that was kind of rough, but didn't hurt the hand at all. But it gave it this really cool feel. And I guess they Cerakote over the handle scales. But over time, he told me as you're using the knife, that texture is going to rub off. That Cerakote's going to kind of come off, but it doesn't like leave anything on your hands or anything like that. So it'll smooth out. But I thought, man, I wish it would be able to stay on there because it feels really cool. But hey, whatever it is. Let's get into this here. Sorry, get distracted sometimes, guys. So here we go. We got some jean material. If you had to cut a pant leg off in an emergency, I mean, you can it just goes right through it, no problem. So this is literally designed to just be a really good overall EDC, kind of do it all. You know, obviously you're not going to be batoning with this or anything, but all your everyday kind of smaller camp tasks and things like that, or you're definitely going to be able to do. Like here's a leather belt, you know, just old leather belt that I had. You come in here. Look at, I mean, I'm putting very minimal effort into cutting those pieces off, guys. I mean, this thing is wicked sharp, and it just slices through stuff like it's amazing. I don't know. It's pretty cool. Like, especially when I do that frozen beef stuff, you guys are going to say, like, I can't believe it cut through that frozen fat and skin that easy. But here's a bam, just like that. Nice clean slice. Set this aside. This would be a great food prep knife as well. So here I got this old potato. Like, it's old because it started growing. But you know, if you had to come in here and look, do some nice, I mean, it's just slicing through this potato easily, no problem. I mean, nice clean cuts. I mean, you come in here and dice it up even more if you needed to. You know, make your potatoes and your papas con chorizo in the morning. You know, I mean, easily easily do your food prep stuff, no problem. I got to set this aside to I make sure I throw it away later. You're out at the barbecue and you know, it's time to crack open those Coronas and you need your lime, you know, so you can come in here and cut your limes up, no problem. This is kind of an older lime that's a little bit hard. But cuts through, no problem. Got your lime juice on there. So if you had to go through and do food prep with this, it wouldn't be any issue. So far, kind of the stuff that I've cut, I mean, this Noviz Cerakote, I think it's Cerakote they put on here, or it's parkerized. I'm not sure. It doesn't say in the description, so I believe it's like a Cerakote, though. That's holding up fine. So if you had to do some food prep, and again, like when I cut that beef skin and fat, you're going to see it'll cut through meat, no problem as well. So you got a rubber hose. Like this isn't a rubber hose. This is one of them plastic pool hoses for the pool cleaner. You know, you got to come in here and cut it down and make it fit. I mean, no problem. I mean, cuts through that easily. Cut through it again. Oh, there goes that piece. But yeah, cut through that, no problem. This is going to be, well, I'll get to that in a second. So here we got, I like cutting up extension cord because, you know, you got those 3 copper wires in there. It's a tough cut, right? So come in here. There it goes. Cut through those wires, no problem. You had to come in and maybe do just a little whip chop right here. Let's see if we can do a little whip chop with it. Now, there's not a lot of weight to this, so it might not be like the quickest chop or easiest chop, but come in here. That was just a little whip chop and it cut through there. Let's try it again. So are you going to get those kind of one-hit whip chops with this? Probably not, because if you look at the size of it, it's not necessarily designed for that. But you know, you could, if you had to, you could whip it a couple times and get to it. Check this thing out. Okay, this I haven't. I bought this for testing, and this is spa hose. Okay, so it looks like it's like that flexible hose like this. It's not. This is soft, flexible. This is, I mean, I gotta put some effort into this. This stuff is freaking tough as hell. Look at that. It's like a thick plastic. There's very little give to this. I took I took a chopper and hit this and was only able to put like a slight cut in it. So this stuff is pretty tough. But I want to see if we can cut it with this. This may or may not work, guys. So like I said, this is some ridiculously tough stuff, but we're gonna see. I'll just try a regular push cut first and see. Okay, I'm cutting into it. I got to definitely got to put some effort into it because again, this stuff is tough as hell, but kind of rock it a little bit. There it goes. Okay, I got it halfway through, right? It felt like once I got through that initial layer, it seems to cut pretty easily through it after you get to that initial. And I ran into that with the big chopper that I had as well. Once I got through it, it cut it. But man, once you got to get into it. So this is, surprisingly enough, I got into this a little bit easier with the Exodus than I did with that chopper. And I hit that chopper full blown. So this stuff is pretty damn tough, guys. But I was able to push into it and get it. Pretty clean cuts through there. It's crazy. I'm telling you, go to your local Home Depot and find the spa hose and check it out, and you'll see how crazy tough it is. But I think if you ever have to cut this stuff, if you come in, push through with the tip first, and then there you go. See, that's way easier than trying to come in on the other part. See, I'm just kind of peeling it off now. So there you go, guys. I can cut through this crazy ass spa hose. This stuff is tough, man. Really, seriously. So up next, one of the other things I like to do, I know this one's dragging on a little bit, but not really dragging on. I like showing off the knife to you guys, man. We got our crappy, extremely tough. The only reason why I ever say this stuff is crappy is because it makes a mess, but it's really good rope for tying stuff down. And it's a good test of knife's cutting ability because you have several hundred layers strands in here of like a plastic nylon rope. So, and they just cut right through that. So no problem. So let's come in here. So if you're out on a fishing boat or something, you need to use this stuff. There you go. You cut it up, come in here and do some, look at those little strings. Making it snow, guys. So you can easily cut through that rope if you need to, and you can make a mess like I did. And what else do we have here? Oh, so a big thing with this knife too is, can you make a, is it going to be good for your campfires and stuff too? So you can come in here, make your little shavings. You can see them, they're flying off. I'm, again, no bushcraft expert. I'm no professional when it comes to any of that type of stuff. I've never claimed to be. I never will. Even if I had shit tons of classes, I still wouldn't say I'm an expert. But you can easily come in here. I'm sure people who are better at this than me can do it in a better job. But you can make your feather stick, your fire stick, if you will. Come in here and shave off chunks. So I can either kind of hammer grip it and make those pieces fly, or I can put my thumb on the back and try to have a little bit more control. So that way I can collect up my little pieces. Let's try it with this one. That one was weird. That one oddly felt wet, so I don't know why, but come in here, bam, make some nice little feathers. Like I said, shave off. If you had to, and you had to come in and make a little tent spike again, you can kind of come back here, do some little kind of whip chops. A little bit harder to be precise because you're choked back so far. But if you had to make a tent spike out of a small stick or something like that, you could do it. Or you could just do it the old-fashioned way and keep whittling off pieces like this. Make it fly at the camera. Make a mess so your wife will yell at you later about it. Jason, you need to pick all that wood chips up. You got your, this is like a square kind of wood dowel. So if you had like a more square piece of wood and you had to do some finer feather sticking, you could. No problem. Guys, this exercise knife and tool is a pretty cool little knife. I mean, it's just a good little all around. It's got nice weight. It's got a nice length to it. So, from, your bushcrafting, woodcrafting, if you have to, all the way to, you're in a really bad situation and you have to use this for reasons that you hope you never have to. Like, it's got enough slicey diciness to it to do that work if it has to. And I hope it never comes to that for anybody. But let's see here. So I'm gonna take this little wood dowel. We'll put this right here, and I'm gonna take this wood dowel, and we're just gonna do real little look at that kind of bam, there it went. Check that out. Nice clean cut through that dowel. That was the side I cut through. So there you go. If you had to do some super light batoning with this, I would not definitely suggest, don't come in and start trying to baton through pieces like this, because that's not what this knife is designed for. Definitely use your bigger knife or your bigger hatchet or axe. I am going to probably shy away a little bit more from the batoning type stuff because watched a couple other videos and started learning about the sciences of vibrations through the blades when you're batoning and how it can create cracks that you can't see. So that was kind of interesting. I'm going to put a link to that video in the description below. So check that out. Choir Boys Cutlery did an interview with some guys and very, very cool information about shock waves traveling through the blade and things like that. So I think we might start shying away from the batoning a little bit more, because, you know, there are tools for that. I will still do some, but not maybe as much. I don't know. I'm going off on a tangent. But guys, the Exodus 4 from Exodus Knife and Tool / White River Knife and Tool. This is a cool blade, guys. It's definitely going to fit an everyday use type blade. EDC carry, you know, it's very light for backpacking. It's going to do all your camp chores. It's going to food prep your stuff. And I want you guys to stay tuned. I'm going to pause this real quick, and then I'm going to go set up on the other side over there, and we're going to cut some more of that frozen beef skin and fat for you so you guys can see that. So stand by, guys. All right, guys, we are back. I switched over to this side of the house. I got the sun right here so you guys can see really good here. I got this bag with this frozen beef fat and skin in here. Let me open this up. I got some gloves on, so it is fat, so it tends to make my hands a little slippery, but that's okay. So I keep this in a freezer so it don't go bad on me either. Not that I'm cooking this stuff. It's not really, you know, they throw this stuff out at the butcher shop, so. But I like it because you guys can see the ice on there. Nice and frozen. You can see how thick that stuff is too, right? So, cut this piece off. It's already slippery. So, got this nice thick piece. It's just skin. Get up by the microphone. You guys can hear that that's frozen. See that it's frozen. I'm going to stand up here. Got my just kind of regular grip. Look at, like, and I've already kind of cut through wood and rope and everything else. Look at, we can make a nice little thin slice if I need to. Kind of come in, push through, make thicker slices. And look at that. I mean, it's cutting through this easily, no problem. You can see on the backside there, that's just the fat, and there's a little bit of the meat, but you can see that that's just beef skin. So this is easily cutting through this beef fat and skin, no problem. This is frozen, right? Like we said, let's do a little stab right through that, no problem. So again, food prep, self-defense, or not self-defense, self-preservation. Sorry, got to correct myself. This knife can handle it. I mean, look at all that, guys. Cut through that frozen, no problem at all. So, guys, do I recommend the Exodus 4, or aka the Jackalope, from Exodus Knife and Tool? Absolutely. This is going to be staying with me. This is going to be on my rotation. This is just, it's a cool, no frills, no nonsense EDC blade that I think is going to help get you through just about anything. So again, thank you, Jacob Peterson, for sending that to me. I greatly appreciate it. It's a great knife, great design. I'd recommend this knife for sure to anybody. With that S35 being still, I mean, you can see what it did with its fat and everything else. It's a great blade. So guys, I will have links to Exodus Knife and Tool, White River Knife and Tool, and I think I'm going to throw that link into that Choir Voice Cutlery video where it talks about batoning. Even though we didn't baton with a knife, I don't know. I'm going to throw that in there just so you guys can see it because I brought it up. I'm rambling now. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe, stay sharp. Make sure you hit like and subscribe and share and turn on those bell notifications so you know every time I drop a new video. Stay safe, stay sharp, and we'll see you guys next time.